Choconnichi, what's up, bitches? Why is this here? Why is it there? Hold up. I'm gonna have to reset that. Hold up a second. Ah, jeez. Hold on. I gotta reset this. Okay, well that's reset. Okay, so that's reset. Ah, Dominique, Belgrande, Moin, Choconnichi, what's up, bitch? How you doing? Uh, Here we go. Hi, hello. Uh, because I have a prior engagement tomorrow, this stream isn't gonna take too long. I just want to show off a couple of things, maybe play a game, maybe. But I'm also just want to talk about a couple of things. First things first, Dominique. Where's my this and that? Button? There we go. But all right, I forgot to fix the aspect ratio of my little thing here. There you go. The first things first. I guess I can get rid of that. Piwo, good old Piwo is having his stream anniversary thing. So Dominique, might do you better to go congratulate Piwo, go say hi to him, talk to him or whatever. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here too long. So that's number one. Gladius is still there. Alright, cool. More importantly than that, a couple of events have happened. Do I have these properly labeled? I fucking don't. Okay, you would have thought by now I'd have these properly labeled. Okay, let me mute this so I don't get the wrong thing. I guess I get rid of that. I don't need that. Which one is this? And that's unimportant. That's unimportant. That's unimportant. Why do I have these for important? Oh, well, I guess one's kind of important. I could start with this one. Actually, let me preload all of these so that I can easily see what they are. Okay. All right. Oh, if I'm using VTuber Kit, they upgraded to 2.2, recently added the ability to export models. That's pretty cool. I don't have a model though. Although I have to talk to somebody about how to. Well, actually, I know that the basic idea of making a model is to take an image and just cut it into pieces. Like basically make a puppet. Cut it into tiny parts to basically make a puppet. I will have to talk to someone about how to do that properly. But that'd be neat. I'll have to think about that. Okay. Well, I have that in my mind. There are a couple of images that I have, including the original one that Vash Stan user made for the Choco Minato that I think would be really cool to use. JP's Choconnichi, what's up, bitch? How you doing? This one's gonna be a short stream. But there's well, for starters, I could just start with this. There's the original Choco Minato image that Vash Stanhaver or Vash Stan user. I can never remember which one was the shitpost account. I could use this for my model. That'd be nice. Like I said, I'm never going to have the Nami Haru model. I've accepted that. But that'd be nice. I could have that. And there are a couple of gens that I made that I actually really do like for Minato. That they'd have to be edited a little bit. Like I have to give them a couple of passovers, but I wouldn't be against using a couple of these. I mean, the big one is wait, can I find? Ah, man, I have to relabel all these. Okay, it was this set. Which specific one was it? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter in the end since it's the same premise every single time. No. And this one's good enough. 1590. Okay, where's 1590? Here we go, 1590. There's this one that I made really early, actually. Relatively early. When I was messing around with AI image generation. There's this one that I really like. I think it's a good middle ground of like well, one VTuber has designed like the off-shoulder jacket, and a lot of the basically the torso being the busiest part of the model, the shirt, the jacket, the gloves, the hair, right? Even the splash of green on the vest, and then relatively simple bottoms, white shorts, black leggings, the boxing shoes. I still really like this image. I still really like this, and I think using this as a zero, like for my own interpretation of what this character is. That's like a 0 point. I guess like a 0.5. I could refine it a bit more, but like as a starting point, that one's really good. I like that one a lot. Uh, any others that I like really feel like showing off? Nah, most of these are just outfit concepts, style concepts. This one has no relation to anything. I just thought it was funny. Because if you paid any attention at all to the stuff that I put in the AI spam channel, it's all anime stuff. But occasionally I will just like this one. I will occasionally just use different lures, or rather different not lures. What's the word I'm looking for? Hold up. Uh, yeah, I'll use different models, and I'll just see what the same prompt would look in a different model. And this one's funny because I use the exact same model as I use for all of my other images, and it came out looking like this, which honestly not bad looking, but it's such a sharp contrast as to what she normally looks like. I mean, Choco does. It's kind of funny, but it's nice. Actually, I really like the coloring on it though. Like the kind of like watercolor. It's like watercolor. I want to see if I can emulate that for some of my other prompts. Yeah, very much black woman. Like I never specified dreads or braids when specifying Choco's hair, but it just came out as that. And you know what? I like it. But yeah, I really like the coloring on it, like the kind of watercolor. I want to see if I can emulate that for other models. Because when I put it for other models, it doesn't actually look that. It doesn't like. I feel like in that one you can actually see the paint bleeding into the paper. You don't really see that a lot in the other ones, but whatever. Or rather, when I do it anyway. Okay. Right. So first things first. Let me zoom this in so you can see it. Doing a Twitch stream today. I multi-stream. I should be up on all three platforms. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, but no, yeah, I'm doing a short little stream because I have something I need to do tomorrow, so I don't want to be too long. Let me check here. Okay, let's see. I'm live. Oh, YouTube went down. Does that mean people's stream is gone too? Well, if YouTube went down, that should still be fine because it should automatically save my VOD anyway. So I don't care if I don't get any views on YouTube. I'm like a literal who. Like who cares? Okay, Twitch is fine. And let me check my kick. Hiccups. Yeah, kick is doing fine. Okay, so kick and Twitch are doing fine, but not YouTube. Okay. P.O. rating coming? I thought P.O. was a YouTube streamer. Does he multi-stream as well? Didn't know that. Or maybe I just didn't pay enough attention. Okay. Hold on a second, let me pull up my old tab. Okay. Okay, P.O. rating coming, he said he loves me. I tolerate P.O. I'm not homo enough to reciprocate his advances, so he's gonna have to. That's gonna have to deal for now. So first things first, here, Ed Boon, the man himself, the fucking figurehead that has no real power at all in well, that has no real power at WB, but whoop. Sleepy Choconnichi, what's up, bitch? How you doing? Finboy? Yeah, good old Polish Finboy Piwo. Furry. Technically, snails are not furries. They have their own. They have their own classification that I don't remember what they're called. Yeah, I know it's a butt. Okay, one of those. All right, sure. Okay. Anyway, so Ed Boon, the man himself, the figurehead that has no real power in WB, but WB allows him to tweet still. Although I don't know what's going to be happening since, if I remember correctly, WB is like selling off all their shit. Is selling off all their IPs. So I don't know what's actually going to come out of this. Probably nothing. It's probably just an engagement tweet, like many things that Ed Boon posts. But right here we have Ed Boon puts out this poll. Which would you want to see remasters first? Shaolin Monks or Mortal Kombat 9? Now, personally, as you can see by the checkmark here, I voted for Shaolin Monks because Shaolin Monks is fucking great. Although it makes me questionable, or rather, it makes me question who the fuck's gonna make it, because Shaolin Monks was originally developed by Paradox, and Paradox are basically fucking dead at this point. So I feel like MK9 would be a, well, to be fair, I already have MK9. I have MK9 on multiple platforms. I have a 360 version, I have the PC version before it, I have the fucking Vita version. Actually, fun fact, the Vita version of MK9 is still up. The MK9 version, the Vita version of MK9, you can still buy. I should probably do that. I mean, I have like the physical card, but I think it'd be better if I but because of my SD Vita that I'm using, you know, to mod the Vita, it would be better for me to either buy it digitally, or B, I could probably put the cart in my white Vita. But the thing is, the white Vita, I kind of want to keep as legal as possible, just in case Sony decides to be a shit ass and shut off my account. I don't think they would, because, you know, it's a Vita, and Sony doesn't really give a fuck about the Vita anymore, which is good for me, but, you know. Anyway, so I really don't think Mortal Kombat 9 needs any much of a remaster. It just needs to be like, just bring the game back as is, just relist the game, and people would buy it. Although a good thing to do, in my opinion, would be to just take the game as is and just take a year, maybe 2 years, to just add rollback to the delisted version of Mortal Kombat and didn't re-upload it. Like maybe they might have to get into context and like reissue the Freddy Krueger license. Like maybe, but that's the only thing I could think that would be a big issue with MK9. I don't even know why it was delisted the first time. That one's weird to me. Ed Boon is a hack used to be great. The problem is Ed Boon doesn't have any power over Mortal Kombat. He's just a guy that WB keeps around for basically marketing. Like, hey, remember Mortal Kombat? Ed Boon, I don't think really does. Okay, I will say this. I do think Ed Boon I think Ed Boon did fight to get Floyd in Mortal Kombat 12. The whole Floyd minigame. Find Floyd, right? In the fight. I think he was behind that. But outside of that one thing, I don't think Ed Boon really does anything. Because every time Ed Boon has an idea, he gets shut. WB tells him to fuck off. Because there are multiple times where like Ed Boon was like, "Oh yeah, so, Choco, I have Daniel Pacina as a friend on Facebook." Smiley face. I think Daniel Pacina would friend anybody. Daniel Pacina is like, from what I know, or from what little I know about Daniel Pacina, he just seems to be a cool dude. Just a cool dude. Actually, a lot of the old Mortal Kombat voice actors are pretty cool, dude. Carrie Ann Hoskins is, wait, she remarried, or she got divorced, so her name's different, but I don't remember. So I think it's Carrie Ann Hoskins. She's still pretty good. She still wears the outfit every now and then. The MK3 version looks great in it. Fucking Carrie Ann Hoskins looks fucking amazing. It's crazy. John Parrish, who does Jax, most of the old models do interviews every now and then. John Parrish is fucking funny because he has a tattoo of the Mortal Kombat dragon on his fucking shoulder, and he's more huge now than he was back then. He's definitely been juicing, but he looks great. I'm getting at myself. Alright, so, again, all Mortal Kombat really needs is rollback implementation. Rollback implementation, and maybe get in touch with WB to have them use Freddy Krueger. It would be a very cost-effective way to, well, make people like Mortal Kombat again, because everybody likes Mortal Kombat 9. Shaolin Monks is a harder one to remake, I would say, because one, the original developers, Paradox, are fucking gone. They're fucking gone. They're dissolved. So it's like, who's gonna make it? Because there's a very particular feeling of how Shaolin Monks, if you completely ignore the plot, is like the best game in the entire series. It feels so fucking good to play. It feels good. It has so many great cameos of, like, finding smoke and all the hidden smoke trial challenges. So many nice little Easter eggs that you do throughout the old Mortal Kombat versus the old Mortal Kombat games. It's such a good feeling game. It's remember when they were teasing a new game and it was MK versus DC and a lot of people hated it. It was such a disappointment. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, from what I can remember about Mortal Kombat vs. DC, people hated that fatalities were not gory because of the T rating. People generally didn't like the gimmicky modes or the gimmicky interactions that were in the game, and those were the two big things. But I will say this: it doesn't really matter how bad it doesn't matter how bad MK vs. DC is, because the lessons learned from MK vs. DC directly led to MK9 being as good as it was. And it's not like Mortal Kombat has a big history of only releasing hype games, okay? Mortal Kombat's game quality averages out to be 50%, I would say. Mortal Kombat has been through shit that would kill any other IP. Mortal Kombat is a cockroach IP, and that's its greatest strength, because the greatest strength of Mortal Kombat was never its gameplay, it was just how fucking cool it is. And you can tell people on cool shit forever. It's just a bonus that the games have been good lately. Whether or not people like them or not is a different story, but I think the entire new trilogy, at least in terms of game feel, or its gameplay, they're all good. They're just very different. MK11 is very different from MKX and MK9, but I do think that in a vacuum it is a good game in and of itself. Very experimental, but it's also very good. MK12 with its tag system, assist system, I think it's good. I genuinely like how Mortal Kombat 12 feels to play. I would be playing it more if my PC could fucking run it good, but it can't, so I don't. But again, Shaolin Monks, who the hell's gonna make it? But at the same time, I think that Mortal Kombat needs to step away from fighting games. What was the issue with the MK2 version of Shaolin Monks? I remember something about it. I genuinely don't remember. I know it was an emulation of Mortal Kombat 2, because at the time Mortal Kombat games had emulated arcade versions of their old games. Deception had Mortal Kombat 1. Armageddon had Shaolin Monks had Mortal Kombat 2. And I think Armageddon had Mortal Kombat 3. I don't remember if it was Mortal Kombat 3 or Ultimate 3. There was some version of Mortal Kombat 3 that was in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, but I don't remember which one it was. It was probably just a shitty emulation, because that was pretty common at the time. Emulation, I mean, well, obviously we're getting they're fight game, but generally, when a game would have an emulated version of an old arcade game as a pack-in or as a bonus, it generally was not the best version of it. It was not arcade perfect. Now, so I don't know the specifics about it. I just remember that it was a bad port. That's all I remember. But again, Mortal Kombat needs to I think Mortal Kombat needs to shy away from fighting games a little bit. And as good as Shaolin Monks, and Shaolin Monks is a game everybody likes. I mean, if you ignore the story, if you ignore the story, it is a game that everybody likes. It's a good game. And I think Mortal Kombat, honestly, as an IP, branching into, not replacing fighting games, but branching into action games would solve the issue of how Mortal Kombat story modes are in the fighting games, where you have to have this shitty chapter system, where instead you could just in the action game, be alright, in this chapter, this character, and then there's a free mode when you beat the game, you can play as any character under any story, or something like that, right? Or a bonus arcade style mode, right? And again, I think that having spin-off action games would do such a good would flesh out a lot of the back half of the Mortal Kombat roster that people don't like, because I've always said the problem with Mortal Kombat in its new characters isn't. It's not that they aren't good. It's that they're kind of like action game side characters that you were introducing in. Let me put it this way: the stakes in Mortal Kombat rise so quickly that it gets harder and harder to actually introduce new characters in the middle of story arcs. The biggest problem with the roster of like the new blood roster of like Deception and Deadly Alliance is that the stakes are so fucking high that you can't introduce evil karate man in the same plot line where the entire multiverse is at stake. And then you have this like these spin-off action games would be really good for like side stories, things that happen like behind the scenes of like the main Mortal Kombat plot line. Why did they never do a sequel? So the thing was, Shaolin Monks was supposed to have a sequel. It was going to be called Mortal Kombat Fire and Ice, and as you can tell by the name, the main characters are going to be Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Why didn't it make a sequel? Because Midway, who owned the Mortal Kombat IP at the time, was bleeding their talent to make to put out a Mortal Kombat game every year. They wanted it to be an annual series in order to staunch the bleeding that was happening with Midway at the time, because Mortal Kombat was the only IP that they owned that was making any money. That's why. Not enough time, not enough resources. What's a fighting game with a good story apart from MK? I mean, it kind of depends on. Okay, a good story. Okay, so I think okay. I guess I have to make a concession here about a story, about what a story is versus how a story is told, because I feel like those are different things. I feel like Tekken has a good story. Yeah, there's power creep to shit all hell, but the story of the Mishima bloodline between Kazuya, Heihachi, and Jin throughout the Tekken series is fascinating. About Kazuya being a villain protagonist and how he overshadows his dad to become, well, the story of how Kazuya becomes how to explain this. My YouTube link on Twitter says video is private. Really? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? What? Hold on. Hold up. Let me get rid of this. Let me check my YouTube. Stream settings. Edit. Why is it private? Okay. Alright, hold on. Public. Is that gonna change my... my stream key if I change it to public? Let me refresh just in case. Oh, Elf, Choconnichi, what's up, bitch? How you doing? Tonight's been a comedy of errors, let me tell you. Okay, so my YouTube stream should be public now. That's odd. Okay. I think the stream key is tied to your account. No, I have to make a new stream key. Or rather, I have to change my stream key whenever I make a new stream. Or rather, when I make a new stream, it makes a new stream key that I have to put in my OBS. I'm good? Okay. Alright, good. What was I talking about? Right. Right, the overarching story of Tekken about how Kazuya becomes a worse villain than Heihachi does. And you know what? You want to talk about a fucking missed opportunity? I want to know about Jin's relationship to Heihachi. Because after like Tekken 3 where it established that Jin trained under Heihachi to learn the Mishima karate style. Like, after that moment in Tekken 3 where Heihachi betrays him for dead after he beats Ogre, those two don't really do much of anything. They don't really do anything with that. It becomes more about, well, oh shit, Kazuya's back, and now he's the new villain of the series now. It's... whatever. I like the overarching plot of Tekken. And how, basically, the Devil Gene is a corruptor. Like how, I do genuinely like how Jin went from a hero to Gray to a villain by the time of Tekken 6. I don't mind Tekken 8 being a redemption. I just feel like it's... I don't mind Jin having a redemption arc. I just think it just was too fast. During the time that Mother Splash was in the soap operas, I told her about the Tekken storyline. There's a lot of parallels and stuff she watches. No, Tekken's story is definitely a soap opera. It's definitely a soap opera. And I do wish that Asuka Kazama had more to do. Like, it felt like they were trying to make Asuka, at least when she was introduced in Tekken 5, they were gonna try to make her like the new Jun. Like, they were kind of going with like, Jin is going to be the new Devil Kazuya, and Asuka is going to be the new Jun, and we'll have like angel powers that can nullify or even cure the Devil Gene. But never did anything with that. And now Asuka's just like having her fucking basically having her spat with Lily, basically doing the exact same thing as like Sakura and Karen in the Sakura Ganbaru manga, where, you know, plucky Japanese working class tomboy getting into fights, getting into a petty rivalry with the rich Ojo, obsessive rich Ojo Sama character. It's a little bit disappointing, but I think it's cool. What else has a good story, actually? I think overall the KOF arcs tend to be okay. The Ash Saga is a little, but I think the Nest Saga and the Orochi Saga of KOF have pretty good stories. I think Mortal Kombat overall, up until like Deception, had a pretty good story. I think Deception was the last time I actually genuinely like a Mortal Kombat story. Armageddon was okay, but again, introducing a new character when the stakes are at their highest point does not tend to do very well. Even if Taven and Dagon did flesh out other characters by proxy with like Rain and stuff, I don't know if it was worth it. Art of Fighting 1 has a good story. I guess we're talking about whole series though, but I guess it doesn't really count. But yeah, no, fighting games. BlazBlue has an expansive story, but I don't know if it's good. I'd have to go through it again. Same with Guilty Gear, honestly. Yeah, but no, stories are not the main focus when it comes to fighting games, but that doesn't mean that there isn't any care put into it. Actually, for as mostly incomprehensible, well, okay, I won't say it's that incomprehensible, but as seemingly slapdash as Fatal Fury's story is, like when you go look at the story beats, Fatal Fury does take quite a lot of time to make its story, like, maybe not relevant, but to make it, give it importance. Things like, you know, Geese remaining fucking dead, like their most iconic villain. Like, yeah, he's still playable, but he's actually for real fucking dead. And how they kept that going. They never actually brought him back. And then they brought back Krauser, so... just like Reika... Hold up. Just like Reika was going to be the Heihachi, but they backed off that because they brought Heihachi back to life after swearing he was dead for years. Heihachi has been dead like 3 times. They're not going to kill off their most iconic villain. I like the story of Armageddon, but Taven was super boring. I get that if they chose an existing hero, people would riot. Their favorite is not the main dude. Yeah, no, Mortal Kombat kind of fell off a cliff when Liu Kang died. Despite the fact that the really funny part is that Liu Kang hasn't been the main character of Mortal Kombat since like Mortal Kombat 2. And if you really want to stretch it, even 1. Because the entire plot of Mortal Kombat 2 is more about Kitana and Melina and Shao Kahn than it is about Liu Kang. The slaughter of the Shaolin monks that made Liu Kang accept the challenge for the tournament that Shang Tsung propositioned was more just to get him to participate because he beat Shang Tsung. But the overarching plot of MK2 is about Kitana. And it's about Kitana, really. Mortal Kombat 3, Liu Kang's like the leader of the group. What's more about about the extinction event that happened, the human extinction that happened in Mortal Kombat 3, and how the main crew are. What's the Scorpion Champion that got some point? That was Deception. I'll get to that later. But Mortal Kombat 3 doesn't really have a main character. I mean, you could probably argue like, oh, Nightwolf or Striker or something as like a new guy. Actually, no. The main character of Mortal Kombat 3 is Sub-Zero. Because most of the plot revolves around Sub-Zero and him leaving the Lin Kuei and the Cyber Initiative with Sector, Cyrax, and Smoke. So really, Sub-Zero is the main character of Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 4 is kind of funny because you would think that it feels like it's trying to set up Kai as the main character of Mortal Kombat 4, with him being like the protege of Liu Kang, and even in Kai's ending getting like Raiden's lightning staff, like actually like passing the torch over to Kai as a new main lead. And then you get to Scorpion's ending and you can physically see the team handing the main character status over to Scorpion. When he bitch slap, when he fucking kills, when he teleports Quan Chi to hell, you can see them handing over the Mortal Kombat main character icon to Scorpion. And then Scorpion kind of becomes the main character of Mortal Kombat for a while. Yeah, like I'd say like the entire 3D era. For Deadly Alliance and Deception, Scorpion is definitely the main character. Despite the fact that they introduced Shujinko in Deception and Taven and MK Armageddon as new main characters, Scorpion is really the main character in those games. Okay, I would actually say Armageddon. No, I'd say Taven is the main character of Armageddon. Yeah, Taven is definitely the main character of Armageddon. Because like no one else really has like a plot line in that game. But for Deception and Deception and Deadly Alliance, it is definitely Scorpion. Despite the fact that they introduced Li Mei in Deadly Alliance to kind of be a new main character. But they don't really follow up on that. I mean, they follow up on it a little bit when her soul gets partially absorbed by one of the mummified Onaga soldiers. And they do something with that, but not really. It's kind of whatever. Scorpion was champion of the Elder Gods in Deception. And not Shujinko. Lin Kuei Cyber stuff is Kino, my boy Sector. The Cyber Initiative is really cool. The thing about it though is that in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, they try to expand a little bit on the Cyber Initiative by having Sector kill the Grandmaster and take over the Cyber Initiative, and basically turn what was the Cyber and basically accelerate the Cyber Initiative into a full-on fucking mech army. I think in Sector's ending in Armageddon, he actually takes over Japan, and he actually builds like a fucking mecha army called the Takunin, and they never do anything with that. It sucks. MK4 is weird. It is very weird, but it's funny. MK4 is so fucking weird. It's comedy. That game's comedy. Nicola, Choconnichi, what's up, bitch? How you doing? What am I up to? Just yapping at this point. I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Maybe, potentially, play a game and then end stream, because I don't want this stream to be too long, because I have some shit I have to do tomorrow. MK4 endings. Yeah, MK4 endings are fucking great. They're fantastic. They are shit in the best possible way. Yeah, but anyway. So for this, the little poll here. Which Mortal Kombat game do you want remastered? Shadow Monks or MK9? The correct answer is both. Both is the correct answer. And not only that, the 3D games should be brought back. I don't care if they're janky, they're cool as hell. And had a satisfying story arc. I don't care. I don't care if they're embarrassed by the 3D games. They should be brought back. They're as important to the lore as the original trilogy, I would even say. For how much it expanded on Scorpions, how much the 3D era expanded on all of the classic MK characters. I think it deserves to be there. It deserves to be in the... I almost said collective consciousness, that's not the correct term, but they deserve to... Those games deserve to be preserved, and they're not even that bad. Trust, I've played some shitty fighting games. The 3D era are not that bad. I have played some unsalvageable garbage, trust. Okay, what's this? That's nothing I care about. That's nothing I care about. God. Okay, hold up. Let me check my tabs. I don't know what the hell it is. Get rid of that. I don't know what the hell that is. Get rid of that. It's like talking about a game. Game that I have no context for. Find a game that I have to do more research on. What am I? Oh god, tabs. My tabs. There was something I wanted to bring up, but I can't find it. I use light mode Twitter for my VTuber account, yes. My personal account, I use dark mode. Oh, I guess here's something. So there's this. I'm not gonna play the video. So Resistance 2040X is a game that fell out of orbit for like 2, maybe 3 years. It is a pretty neat fighting game. Here's a new character named Jaguar who does punches, I guess. I don't know.
Like to keep the
I don't want to play the audio. The basic idea is that okay, so imagine Nidhogg. I can play this. So imagine Nidhogg, but it has a little bit more fighting game fundamentals. Like as you see here, there's like normal-esque projectiles. There's like it's the middle ground between Nidhogg and a regular fighting game. It's pretty cool. And it looks like they're gonna have they're having another closed playtest. I'm hoping that after like damn near 2 years of radio silence that there is more here than just one new character. But like I said, I need to do more research into this. I'm not showing up. Yeah, I want to keep keep an eye out for this one. See how easy it is to get rid of tabs. Yeah. Okay. What else was here? That's not important. Get rid of that. Okay, there's this. So this. So this is a trailer for a game called Shot 1 Fighters. Shot 1 Fighters was originally developed to be a Windjammers clone. But due to circumstances that I don't know about, the game basically pivoted and became a roguelike fighting game. Single player roguelike fighting game. If you were there when I played, if any of you were here when I was playing Polyfighter, it's basically Polyfighter but better, basically. And are you gonna show any gameplay? Any more gameplay? Well, I'll let it play out. And then I'm going to pull up the Twitter profile and scroll down and see if I could find like the old original Shot 1 like Windjammers clone version. And of course, there's always a nice little game of Spot That reference, but I'll worry about that later. Literally just Onslaught. No, not Onslaught. Apocalypse. Not Apocalypse. Oh god, what was it? X-Men. What was it? What was the final boss of X-Men vs Street Fighter? It was. I don't remember. I think it was Onslaught, but no, it's like oh, whatever. I'll remember it later. Okay, media definitely has a Borderlands aesthetic. Yeah, I can see that. Now let's scroll all the way down. Basically, as far down as like where like the main character go here with the robot arms, back when she has the blue outfit. When she had the white outfit and yellow outfit, that's when they started leading into fighting games. But when it's blue, that's when it's like the windjammers thing. I'm gonna have to even still here. Apocalypse, then Cyber Akuma, Onslaught was NPC 1. Okay, understood. Oh! I saw... Okay, you can see the shot here, but like, I need footage. Oh wait, I think this was like when they just started retooling it into a fighting game. Okay, so if I keep scrolling down, I should find more... Oh, that's on the bottom. Okay, never mind. So, let me see if I could find game footage of the original version of Shot 1. Because I don't think there was an actual trailer back when there was going to be a Windjammers clone. I shouldn't say it, but I don't know what else to call it right now as a genre. Because there have been quite a lot of Windjammers clones, actually. But none of them really went anywhere. I think Disc Jam was the one that got the most legs, and then but that game died in like a couple of months. Which is unfortunate, because I did like it. It was like Windjammers, but team-based. So it was a little bit more like volleyball than it's a little bit more like volleyball. It's pretty cool. Actually, in Windjammers 2, the whole slapshot gimmick where you can just like kind of parry the disc so that it falls close to the net on the other side, that, from what I can remember, was first introduced in Disc Jam. Really? I don't have any footage of this. Oh! No mercy? Oh, nothing. Okay, cool. How about this? Loading! Yeah, there we go. Oh, visual effects. Okay. I would be lying if I still want them to do something with this. I know it's probably a kick in the teeth to say that you're like, I know you've completely retooled your game to be a different genre, but can you go back to the old thing that you were making? Because I don't see a problem with having both. If I remember correctly, I think they started changing genres around the time Omega Strikers came out. Because they probably like around Omega Strikers and like Windjammers 2, so like, oh fuck, that game, like we're not gonna sell a single copy with those two games out, so fuck it, change genres. I don't know who whispered. I don't know the fly on the wall that whispered to the developers to make it a fighting game, but yeah, props to them. But I still want. Yeah, see here, they're starting the whole fighting game thing now. Okay, there's not. Let me see if I can find an old trailer. I thought they didn't have any trailers back then. Actually, game trailers. Actually, let me try Shot 1 Fighters. Maybe if I check the Shot 1, the official page, if I just scrolled it. Nope. Is that the only? Okay, never mind. Fuck what I just said. Fighter. Yeah, I don't think it ever had an official name. It was just called Shot 1. The game no longer resembles when Gem Clone complete. Is there any footage of this? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. That's upsetting. Ah, whatever. I do hope that, what do they call it? Pipeworks? Wasn't. Whatever. Anyway, I hope the Shot 1 devs decide to revisit the Windjammers concept again. I ain't gonna say no to another Windjammers game. Okay, what was the third one to talk about? It's leaking out of my head. I know one of them was the Bloody Roar bounty. Why don't I see if there was anything outside of that? What was this? Well, it's taking too long, so I'm gonna skip. Oh, different fighting game. Fighting game I wanted to do more research on. Leave that one alone. Random tweet. Get rid of that. Okay. So some of you. So Combo Breaker starts tomorrow. Combo Breaker is a fighting game major that notably takes place in what do you call it? I think it's the Midwest. I forget the specific term for it. Basically, it's in the middle of the country. It's not the East Coast or the West Coast, which is where its old logo of No Coast, No Kings comes from. Because most of the fighting game tournaments were around the coastal cities. The whole East versus West, California versus fucking New York and shit. However, and Combo Breaker over time became like the hub for like fighting games that are like below the top. So like obviously there's gonna be Street Fighter because it's the big game. But what I mean is that Combo Breaker has built up a reputation of being like the place where like the people that are just under like your Street Fighter players, like right under your Tekkens, your Street Fighters, Mortal Kombat when that was the big thing. It was like for like the haven for like indie games and like lesser played games. Like Bloody Roar, Combo Breaker was like one of the big tournaments for Skullgirls for a long time. I think Lethal League got its start at Combo Breaker actually. Back when it was called UFGT, the Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament. Lethal League was first shown off there as a competitive game, and I believe it was UFGTX, Ultimate Fighting Game Tournament 10. Back when Lethal League was just a browser game, by the way. Back when it was a fucking Flash game. So technically speaking, Lethal League Blaze is technically Lethal League 3. If you want to count the original Flash game. Back when it was only just Raptor. Actually, is there... there has to be footage of that, right? Lethal League... UFGTX. Is there any archive footage of this? Because I remember it very specifically. It was part of the mystery game. It was part of the mystery game tournament, and Lethal League popped off so hard that it kept getting played after that. Oh yeah, that was another big thing that Combo Breaker did was the mystery game tournament, where instead of having a dedicated game that you just play, you have a game that just swaps out like every time somebody wins every time I think it's like every couple of sets or like every 1 or 2 sets, game changes to completely random. Like right here we have like an Garodin Break Blow.
There you go. It's Nerd Josh.
Starting off with Garodin Break Blow.
Nerd Josh still in
What else is up here actually? And its thing is that it's a mystery to everybody except the event organizers. The players don't know what's going to be picked up next. The commentators don't know what's going to be picked up next. And it's not limited to just fighting games. It's any game that has the versus mode. So it could be fucking anything. It could be Garo the Breakable. It could be fucking Pong. It could be in one of the mystery game tournaments, Break the Ice was part of it. Like a little board game. Oh, it was this one. Don't break the ice. Officially part of the bracket, by the way. This was part of the actual bracket. You had, if you wanted to advance in the bracket, you had to win Don't Break the Ice.
No, I've just never played it, period.
Oh, I guess it wasn't
I
10.
don't know how this game works. You're gonna have to...
Okay, I guess it wasn't. Oh yeah, no, Combo Break is fucking great. Mystery Game Tournament. I'm sorry. UFGT. Okay, let me try UFGT Mystery Game. Oh, was it UFGT 9? Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2. PS2 Soul Calibur 2? Yeah, PS2 Soul Calibur 2. And then for Grand Finals, Lethal League. The fucking Flash game. Lethal League. And this was so fucking hyped that people just kept playing Lethal League after this. I'm not going to say that this tournament directly led to Lethal League becoming a real ass game that people play. I'm not conceited enough to say that. But I will say that a lot of people's introduction to Lethal League was this tournament.
Why didn't you just make it do like a VVVVVVV speedrun? Oh, body. Oh my god.
I also think this was one of the first times that an actual Flash game was played for the tournament. And people were like, oh, this is weird. And then by the end, everyone's losing their goddamn minds. There was one where there was one, hold up. I don't remember the, whatever. But yeah, fucking Lethal League, dude.
Get a nice return on it. Here we go, 72.
Will it get any faster?
Oh,
my
it
god.
begins. 144. And it's slowly approaching Action Hank this time.
Oh,
he jumps into it.
finally
He
works
jumps
What
into
stuff?
it.
Okay. Was there anything else? Right!
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, I wanna watch this again. I love mystery game tournaments.
Return.
Oh.
So, one of the main games, well, not main, okay. Combo Breaker is also home to Bloody Roar. Bloody Roar the Bloody Roar players have all kind of decided to congregate for Combo Breaker as like their big annual tournament of the year. And Jeremiah, this dude right here, Jerry the OG, this guy is hands down the best Bloody Roar player. Alright, at least Bloody Roar Primal Fury player in the world so far. So he's so fucking good that every year, I think for the past either 2 or 3 years, he puts out a bounty on himself for anybody that can beat him. And this year, 5K. There's a $5,000 pot bonus for Bloody Roar if you can beat this guy. I'm so fucking excited, bro. Even if my heart belongs to Bloody Roar 2, Primal Fury is also really good. Primal Fury is really good, but my heart belongs to Bloody Roar 2. Beat him, Choco, I believe in me. Don't. I don't play Primal Fury like that. Well, technically it's Bloody Roar Extreme. Extreme is the more up-to-date Japanese revision of Primal Fury, but I'm used to calling it Primal Fury. But yeah, no, it's Bloody Roar Extreme. And besides, registration is almost over. Is there gonna be anything out here other than just, okay, it's a vibes trailer, understood. I'm probably gonna get my stream slapped for that. Slap for this song. Okay. But yeah, no, Jerry, he's a real one. The realest one there ever was. Okay, there's a bunch of shit that I don't care about. There was something else. Oh, I have the schedule bookmarked. I'll look at that later. There was something else. Street Fighter. Right, Street Fighter had multiple things happen, but there's one specific one I want to talk about. Street Fighter. It is official Street Fighter, right? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yes? Yes! Okay. So, Street Fighter has finally done the thing that I have wanted and really honestly suspected that they would do since they started introducing avatars. You can now take your avatar into a custom arcade ladder. This is one step below. Let me narrow this a little bit. This is one step below making your custom avatar, putting your custom avatar fighter in like fucking regular ass rank mode. And I would not be surprised if the absolute very last thing that Street Fighter adds, the very last thing that Street Fighter adds before it stops being supported is like, yeah, you get to take your regular ass avatar fighter online. Like, there's a separate ranked mode exclusively for the avatar fighters. What I do find fascinating here is that for those that for more casual people, this one's actually really cool because it maxes out your character. When you max out your character in Avatar, in World Tour mode, you could do some real bullshit. But I like how this side mode maxes out the character that you make, so that you don't have to grind to get there. For a bit more casual people that want to taste the absolute degeneracy that you can do with a maxed out character in this game. Like, make no mistake, Avatar battles in Street Fighter 6 have become their own ecosystem that is entirely separate from the main game. Like, unironically, like, most fighting games have, like, you know, the casual ecosystem and the ranked ecosystem. The World Tour and Avatar battles and the Battle Hub in this game created, like, an entirely separate ecosystem. Like, this, Street Fighter 6 managed to absorb all these Soul Calibur players. All the Soul Calibur players that just love making characters and just doing absolute stupid bullshit with custom movesets. It has completely absorbed that entire market. Because that used to be a thing. Not even in Soul Calibur. Like, I remember older fighting games, like fucking fucking hell, you want to fucking Blade Roar 4. Blade Roar 4 has it. Fucking Gene Togi and Critical Blow have like entire modes of like, yeah, you can make a custom version of a regular character that has the moveset that has whatever bullshit moveset that you want. Like, that used to be an entire mode that people would put in their games. The fucking Creative Fighter in Mortal Kombat Armageddon, right? It blows my mind that of all games, fucking Street Fighter is pulling this shit off. I love to see it, and I do hope that this brings to attention that fighting games can be more than just rank grind. Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited to use this mode. Special colors. Oh wait, hold on. These colors ain't too bad. Okay, no, okay. So Capcom's been doing this for a while. We're like, oh, if you reach a certain rank, or if you do certain things, you get special colors. And normally the colors are god awful, but this one's pretty good. The green and blue with the yellow accents. These colors are pretty good actually. I like the one on Jamie. That was really nice. Oh shit. Ooh, okay. Arcade battle. CB and Street Fighter 6 Avatar battles. Wait. Here's the real question though. The real question is, one of the problems is that, or rather, so, there's another thing that Capcom should do, and it's having multiple World Tour characters. When you boot up Street Fighter 6, you can make your avatar, but you're only locked to that one character. If Capcom expands on it so that you can have multiple characters, even if it's like 2, just for like a versus mode, or like 2, maybe up to like 5, so you can have like a small group of fans. Like, let's say 8, a maximum of 8. That's enough for an 8-man tournament bracket, right? Like 8 custom characters on a local save, bro. That would pop off so fucking hard, dude. Have a whole ass tournament of a bunch of bullshit APC characters. It's gonna be great. Even just 2 is fine. JP. Defeating masters to max out acquisition gaze. Unlock outfit 2 for that master. But oh, it's an alternate way to unlock outfit 2. That's pretty neat. Normally, in order to unlock outfit 2, without paying for it, you go to World Tour mode and you basically max the relationship chart on the character and you get outfit 2 for free. So this is going to be a way this is going to be an alternate way to get outfit 2 for people that don't really want to do World Tour grind but still want to like fight and stuff. Okay, that's pretty good. That's good. Alternate way to unlock moves and colors. Okay. Moves, colors, and like alternate outfits. That's pretty good. Wait a minute. What's this? Pick some rewards at the end. Hold up a second. Hold up. I haven't seen this before. Hold up. Okay, wait. Street Fighter 1. God, that fucking box art. Or rather, that marquee art. Stages, course level, opponent level, proficiency. Reward for completion. Street Fighter ending. Like the actual arcade ending of Street Fighter 1? I mean, okay, to be fair, ending, bracket. Okay, ending, bracket, image, close bracket. Like, I know, I know that Ryu and Ken have a different ending scene. Like, I know that Ken is like, he's on a plane. Like, yeah, I'm the winner. He's on like a plane. I don't know what Ryu's is though. Okay, so you get special rewards at the end. That's actually really nice. Because there's a lot of stuff that you can get in like the battle passes and whatnot, but like regular ass like ending CGs is not one of those. Street Fighter 2 endings for the 8 World Warriors. Are they cutscenes or like still images? I'm guessing they're the cutscenes actually, since it has the fucking old ass Windows Media Player fucking clip art over there. Street Fighter 3 endings, 4 endings. Wait, that's vanilla Street Fighter 4 though. Wait, wait, hold on. Okay, so Street Fighter 4, the endings to vanilla Street Fighter 4 were like chopped up pieces of like the Street Fighter 4 OVA. Wait, so eventually they would get real endings with like Ultra Street Fighter 4 and like I think Arcade Edition, but like for vanilla Street Fighter 4, they were like, it was basically like a promotion for like the OVA. And if I remember correctly, I don't remember correctly, but I think that if you put all the endings together, it would make the OVA. So, oh, hold on a minute. Okay. What quality are these also? Cause Tekken 7, I don't know if Tekken 8 did it, but Tekken 7 also did it, where like, oh yeah, you can unlock like the gallery, the movie gallery for like all the previous Tekken games, but the quality of the videos are like it's not uncompressed, which is good because fucking hell, I'm tired of uncompressed videos eating up precious gigabytes in my hard drive. But I think for Tekken at the very least, and for how much, I think that for Tekken at the very least, in their proficiency with CG, I would be fine with having an option for uncompressed video for Tekken 7, for the Tekken 7 gallery. Street Fighter 5. So what's Street Fighter 5 gonna be? Wait a minute! That's Ingrid! That's Dark Ingrid! Okay, hold on. So, Ingrid, right? The big new character. There is... Hold up, Dark Ingrid. There is concept art for Dark Ingrid, who was going to be a boss character in Capcom Fighting All-Stars. She was going to be a secret boss in that game, but because the game was never finished, it never. Capcom Fighting All-Stars. Capcom FAS. Okay. Hold on. Where can I find it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah. So, right here. Concept art for Dark Ingrid that was never made into a character. However, Dark Ingrid does get referenced because whenever Ingrid is a playable character, she always has this. She always has a black variant of her normal outfit with the white tights, which references Dark Ingrid. It's in Alpha 3, it's in Fighting Jam, it's in Alpha 3. Every time Ingrid is in the game, she gets a black alternate which is referencing this version of Ingrid. Are they actually making Dark Ingrid a secret boss fight? That'd be so fucking sick. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Ingrid EX color. See, okay. Because it's the color, right? Ingrid EX color Alpha 2. That is definitely Dark Ingrid. But like, is it an actual fight? Is it like the CERN Akuma? It's like the CERN Akuma or the CERN Bison fights. Fighting string continuous battles. Oh, Eternity! I finally get to beat that fucking asshole up. Hate that asshole. Oh, Alex, can I? I want Alice's outfit. I don't care. I want those fucking high tops, bro. I want them so bad. Yeah, Ken's ending. Oh, Ken's ending from, I want to say New Generation, where Mel punches him in the balls. It's pretty good. Stream died. Okay, stream's good. Okay, now. Yeah, this is your Fight 4 ending. This is the Viper Cammy fight, where Viper punches Cammy in the gooch. That's Dark Ingrid! The red eyes, that's Dark Ingrid. That is 100% Dark Ingrid. Oh shit! Intruder! Oh, they're actually bringing in oh god. They're bringing in the join-ins, the special bosses. Intruder! That's Dark Ingrid! Oh shit! May 28th. Oh, bro, I'm gonna be on that shit. Frame 1. Oh, okay. So there's that. Oh, that's red as hell. Okay. Okay, I need to calm down. And while I'm calming down, I need to bring up a video that I downloaded off of Twitter, just in case it gets deleted. Cause something got leaked. So I wanna post this up. This will be the last big thing I wanna talk about. I got a bot. Yeah, I know. I see him. The thing about it though is that even if I delete the bot, even if I ban the bot, the message is still going to be on the Caster Labs though. It doesn't get rid of the message. It sucks. Can I do it from here actually? I can delete message, but it doesn't ban the character. Yeah, even if I reload, it doesn't do that. Okay. Let me check. Let me go back to Twitch for a second. Get rid of the... I don't know if it does anything. Honestly, it probably doesn't do anything. But just in case, whenever I find a bot, I tend to actually just go the extra mile and report it for spam anyway. Or rather for being a bot. It probably doesn't do anything, but... I can't say I didn't try. I hate that Twitch makes me makes me actually type out this thing's a fucking bot when I report something. Okay, anyway, let me fix the ratio of this real quick. Oh, since I'm not playing a video right now, I guess I should let it be known that yeah, fix that. I should let. Oh no, where's my image folder? Hold up. I want to show something real quick. Or rather, I feel compelled to do this before I continue. I regret to inform you all that I'm back on my bullshit. I'm back on my bullshit. I started playing Con again off stream because I like the game a lot. There's literally nothing to do for me except just go through the fucking rankings again, but I don't care. The game's so much fun to play for me, man. I already got everyone back up to S rank. And I have splats this time. That was about that, huh? Okay. You actually decided to fucking show up for one, splats. And look almost lore accurate. Alright, get rid of that. Okay. So, some footage of Virtua Fighter 6 got leaked. I haven't seen it yet. Alright, I've seen like the first couple of seconds, but I haven't seen the whole thing yet. It's probably... Well, I don't know what it is. Let's see. Alright. Oh, you don't have sound, hold up. Play it again. Alright, what do we got? Okay, that's Pi. That's definitely Pi. And she's looking a lot like Chun-Li. God damn. She looks exactly like Chun-Li. And we have... Hold up a second. I'm trying to... Actually, even this aesthetic, like the way the... Even this way, the way the round start is, Yeah, this round start is looking a lot like Street Fighter 6, actually. Like the way that, it frames the characters doing a little pose before the round call. And how it's kind of like, how it was like really monochromatic. That's very much a lot like Street Fighter 6's, intro. But, who the fuck is this guy? Please don't let this be what I think it is. So this guy on the right? This guy, you can't see my mouse, hold up. I mean, you don't really need to at this point, but like, this fucking guy here. This guy. Now, I mean, I guess I could pull it up. In the last trailer for Virtua Fighter, there was like a brief snippet of like some guy in like what I assume is Hong Kong, and there's like a silhouette of him shadowboxing. And my initial thought is, oh fuck, oh it's Jackie Bryant after his midlife crisis, and he's got this shitty man bun top knot. I'm like, oh please don't let it be Jackie Bryant. And I'm kind of worried it's actually Jackie. Please let me change his hair back to his fucking Billy Idol blowout, please, I'm begging. The spiky human Sonic / Billy Idol / Super Saiyan Goku hair. Maybe it's not, actually. Maybe it is. Like, I'm looking at the... Because Jackie in Virtua Fighter 1 had, like, red top, white armbands, kung fu shoes, red pants. Very monochromatic. But all the characters in Virtua Fighter 1 were. And eventually he got more of a raw racing attire. Eventually he got, like, of all the characters, Jackie Bryant is the one that changed the most in terms of his visual design. But ever since like VF3, it's been really pretty consistent. Where he traditionally wears like black leather, with like red accents. But this one, it's not leather. It's not like this is more like kind of casual martial arts kind of wear. But the fit of the pants look like kung fu pants, and he's got the red sleeveless shirt and like the armbands. So maybe it's Jackie's kid. Could be Jackie's son, which I would be a little bit disappointed by. I know they're doing a big time skip, but like, I don't know. Whatever. I'll worry about that. I'll sit down and formulate my thoughts on that later. But yeah, that's definitely Pi. Dude on the right, which I'm assuming is probably Jackie. There's the big thing. I forget what it's called. Like critical wound or something? Like that slowdown effect with the red marking on there. Supposedly what it does is that it weakens that part of the body so that when you hit it again, it creates a special stun state that you can follow up on. Now, if it's still, I don't know if it still functions like that. We don't know. None of us know. But that's the idea. Yeah, red. Yeah, white wrist tape. Does that say Johnny? What does that say? I cannot read those shorts, bro. I cannot read those pants, bro. I cannot read that. Is that a tattoo? Does he have a tattoo? Hold up. Or was that just shading? That's shading. Okay, there's Wolf. Super kick into the elbow. Nice that he still has that. I think that's back kg. I think that's 4 kg. I don't play. It's been a long time since I played Wolf. I don't know his moves by heart. No, that was a tattoo. That is a tattoo. What is that? What is that? Whatever. It's something. Interview, developer interviews. Cielo. Okay, it's not Jackie. Cielo and Stella. So right now we have 2 old characters and 2 new characters. Akira and Pi are the old characters, and Cielo and Stella are the new characters. Okay. Stella, who is basically Sarah Bryant in all but name. And Cielo, I haven't gotten a good fight, or rather a good bead on his fighting style, actually. I don't know who he's a send up to. My initial thought is Jackie Bryant, due to his overall look. And how he seems to have like a fast, agile style, but it doesn't seem to be Jeet Kune Do, which is what Jackie Bryant's style was. So, let's see. Cielo looks like an asshole, which is good. Looks like a hawk tattoo bird of some kind. Yeah, it does, but I still can't place it. Custom Virtua Fighter controller. Stella and Cielo again. Superman punch. Ooh, body jab. Hold up. Punch. Body jab. Counter hit into hook. Still not getting a read on his style. Is he like the MMA character? I mean, because Virtua Fighter never really had like a traditional MMA character. The closest we ever got was Vanessa Lewis, who has like Veil Tudo, and she was kind of like, and her thing was kind of like MMA slash command sambo on her. That was her kind of her whole thing. Lots of joint. Oh wait, well, yeah, lots of grabs, lots of joint locks and stuff. That was her thing. And then she later became more of a like aggressive, like ground and pound kind of character. Both of which are good. Although I personally prefer the joint lock character that was in vanilla VF5, when she had like reversals and shit. But again, a different character. Oh, what was that? Oh, the double kick, high kick into mid kick. I think this guy actually might be the Jackie replacement. Oh. Although Jackie doesn't really have, I don't think Jackie has like a Well, Jackie has neutral 5 KK, which is a roundhouse high into spinning mid. But that's not a circle. Those are just 2 straight kicks. Yeah, you could sidestep both of those. Body, hook into throw, Irish whip, point, into the elbow in the back of the head. You know what? Hold up. Let me check the image. Let me check the Okay, you know what? I'm fine with this. For Virtua Fighter, at the very least, I don't like how Wolf's Irish whip sends the opponent into the kayfabe dimension where they have to run the ropes until they hit the wall. So having an animation where the character just falls over, which is also kind of dumb because Wolf doesn't actually trip him. So whatever, just flumps over, and then Wolf gets a follow up. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What was that? Jab? What was that? Jab overhand? Hold up. What was that? Is that a hook? Hold up. Was that a hook? Hold up. Okay, that looks like a backhand. No, that's an uppercut. Uppercut into overhand cross. Actually, his punches look like boxing punches. Is this guy the new Brad Burns? Wait, is he the Brad Burns replacement? Casiello, isn't that an Italian name? Brad Burns is Italian. Maybe he's the new Brad Burns. Maybe that's why he looks like such an asshole. Because Brad Burns, that's a fucking asshole. He's great. Okay, Wolf tries to go with a straight punch. And another straight punch. And Cielo dodges both of those. Uppercut. Didn't land, but he did decisive anyway to position himself to get the back throw. Okay. Back throw. Ooh. Oh, okay. Into a knee. I think this guy might be the MMA character. I don't know what the throw is called, but yeah. Fucking slam down. It strikes to the back of the dome with the knee. Yeah, this guy might be the MMA character. Hold on, what was that? I think that was a lunging straight. Stepping straight. Gets pushed back a little. Wolf gets pushed back. What's this? Goes for the elbow. I think that's PK. I think it's PKP. The elbow spin. Oh, fakes out the punch. Fakes out the second elbow. Goes into the throw. Oh, setup throw actually. I think that's new. Because normally when Wolf goes into a throw, I don't think he has like a setup throw after that. Normally because Wolf's thing is that he does throws that do a lot of damage. I don't remember if he has like a setup throw actually. Bam, bam. Okay, a little bit of ooh, brutal. I will say this. I know it's early development, but I do like how the hit sparks look like dust clouds, which makes it look more like an old martial arts movie, where they would dust the characters' hands or feet so that when there's an impact, there's like a little cloud to basically making a hit spark for the movie. That's brutal. Also, very Dead or Alive 6. But again, we knew this was a thing in the original trailer when Stella kicks fucking Akira's tooth out. Okay, more interviews. I will say this: the animation looks fucking great, and I'm glad that they're. Oh, that floor looks really good. Wait. Okay, upper. Wait. Okay, so Pie's so Cielo's going for a flurry of punches, and Pie's blocking all of them. So, okay, upper, cross, duck. Yeah, he's definitely like the Brad replacement, cause the 1-2 into the duck, that's definitely Brad. Upper again, different upper into hook, straight, Switch feet, body hook, face hook, and Pi goes for a throw. So let me check something real quick. Let me look at this at real speed. Abayone! Oh, that's a good kick. Right in the knee. The knees. Oh! Okay, so that. I can't get over how much Pi looks like Chun-Li. It's fucking me up, dude. Stance, mix up, into throw, ground and pound. Definitely MMA character, yep. Okay, so let me look at this again in real time. I will say this. The animation, the combat animation of the game looks fucking fantastic. And if Virtua Fighter can't go for visuals, going for... Okay, to be fair, let me say this. It's hard to appreciate now. It's definitely hard to appreciate now, especially since Virtua Fighter's been, like, on life... Basically been dead for, like, over 15 years. But Virtua Fighter has been a tech demo series for Sega for a long time. Virtua Fighter, traditionally, has been top of its class, above and beyond graphical and animation capabilities. Like, Virtua Fighter games always look like they came from 5 years... Look like they were transported from 5 years into the future. Except for the latest one. The latest one, which is Final Showdown, because that's basically a... Not even really a sequel, it's more of like a... Why am I blanking on this? Not a revision. Yeah, I guess... Yeah, it's a revision of... It's just a revision of Virtua Fighter 5. And in order to... fit in the new characters and new moves, it had to, the graphics had to take a backseat, change the lighting, makes it look less. It makes okay. I'm not gonna say it makes it's less graphics. What it happens is that the lighting after Virtua Fighter 5, like with Virtua Fighter 5R and Final Showdown, what happens is the lighting changed to make the characters pop, so that it's easier to see what the characters are doing. Whereas the lighting in Virtua Fighter 5 Vanilla looks more atmospheric. Whereas the lighting in the games afterwards are more like fighting game lighting, where like you can clearly see what the character is doing at all times. But anyway, my point that I wanted to get at is that for a long time, Virtua Fighter was at the absolute apex of what was technologically available for what was technologically available at the time. It's important to remember that Virtua Fighter 1, the ugly, blocky, flat-shaded polygon game, came out in 1991. Why did I say 1991? 1990. No, it was 91. I keep forgetting it was 91 or 93. Hold up, Virtua Fighter 1. It's either 91 or 93. I don't know why I keep forgetting this. I want to say it's 91. No, it's 93 because 91 was Street Fighter 2, so it's 93. Virtua Fighter 1, 93, right? 93. Okay, so it's hard to appreciate it now, but it's important to remember that Virtua Fighter 1, at the time it came out in 1993, was using cutting-edge military-grade technology for its graphics. And again, shut up, guy. And it was one of the earliest games to incorporate mocap. To incorporate motion capture, which was still like really new at the time, which is again military-grade technology at the time. It is no exaggeration to say that Virtua Fighter 1 directly led to, like, is a, not even a turning point, is a grand, honestly it is. That Virtua Fighter 1 led to a, Virtua Fighter 1 led to a breakthrough in 3D into 3D technology. Not just for video games, but in terms of technology, period. It's fascinating to look back on. But again, no one cares because the game looks ugly nowadays. And you know what? I can't blame them for it, because why would a bunch of kids care about cutting edge technology from 1993? But this ugly ass, blocky ass game was top of the line 1993. Literally nothing looked like this. Nothing controlled like this. I think Virtua Fighter 3 is like the really big one. Virtua Fighter 2 is just like this, but is Virtua Fighter 1 but refined in terms of how it's presented. Also using textured polygons to give a middle finger to Tekken. But more importantly than that is Virtua Fighter 3. Virtua Fighter 3 is the big one. We still don't have an arcade for going for it. No, we don't. No, we don't. Hell, not even the home port. Not even the home ports. Like Virtua Fighter 1 for the Saturn or Virtua Fighter Remix, those never got ported either. I think Virtua Fighter Remix is a better port. Is a better version of the arcade version. Is a better version of the arcade game, but it never got ported. It never got ported to something else either. But like, bro, dude, look at Virtua Fighter 3. Look at this fucking game. Look at this game that came out in 1996. Video games didn't look like this in 1996. Please get rid of that filter. That filter makes me feel bad. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow. Reminder, 1996, by the way. Compare this to literally any other 3D thing that came out in 96. This shit's amazing. And the fact that it's all being done in real time. With cloth physics, hair physics, parts that fall off of the characters. The water looks good. That also... And again, this motion capture is so above and beyond anything else that was available at the time. This shit was cutting edge. This shit... Keep in mind, by the way, Tekken 4, which released in 2001, was trying to imitate this, and it still didn't look as good. Virtua Fighter, the game where the final boss is just there to show off the graphical capability and reflections. Yes, yes, to the point that Doral, let me, because Doral doesn't show up in the intro. Doral in Virtua Fighter 3 was being compared to the T-1000 in T2 in terms of how good she looked. Ugh, this contrast. Whatever, but you can see it, right? Can you see the... Like, if you pay close attention, you can see that Doral, the reflections on Doral are actively reflecting the background stage. Like, that's even... That's so fucking sick, bro.
Fight one. Ready, go!
Yeah, like you can see, like look, you can see like the bits of red. It's reflecting off of the fucking carpet, bro. Is it reflecting off Leon? Wait a minute. I feel like, okay, I'm not gonna say it's for certain, but I get the feeling that it's actually reflecting off of Leon's character model itself. That might just me bullshitting, but that might be true though. I would not put it past Sega to try some shit like that.
Excellent. Fight two. Ready, go!
Oh yeah, and the reverse kinematics on the character models, by the way. So as you can see here, the character's foot position is accurate to the stage terrain. Games don't do this anymore. Fighting games don't do this no more. Look at that. Ah, it's so good. Now, Virtua Fighter 4 is more along the lines of a refinement of what Virtua Fighter 3 was doing, but it has like a bit more of it's a bit more edgy, a bit more cool looking, a bit more what's it called? I forget what it's called. Not saturation. Like the blacks and the shadows of Virtua Fighter 4 are like really dark. It feels like it's trying to. It feels like it was influenced by Tekken a little bit. But again, cutting edge shit at the time. PlayStation 2 arcade. What was it called? Naomi 2. Me too, hardware. As much as I love Virtua Fighter 3, how it looks, when I think of Virtua Fighter 4, or rather when I think of Virtua Fighter and what Virtua Fighter looks like in my mind, I think of 4. Vanilla 4. I love how this game looks.
Fight 1. Ready?
And yo, check this. Check the terrain deformation on the snow. 2001, by the way. No other, like, it is important. Like, when Virtua Fighter put out a new game, it was like an event. Everybody was watching what the fuck Sega was doing with Virtua Fighter and would try to implement it or copy it for their own game. The 2D equivalent obviously is Street Fighter, but for 3D games, or even actually for most games, period, for most games, it was Virtua Fighter, dude. Everyone was trying to make their own Virtua Fighter. Or at least try to incorporate lessons from what Virtua Fighter did into their own games. Like the snow, I'm trying to think. I don't think, Tekken didn't have this, like snow with the terrain deformation. Tekken didn't have this until Tekken 6. And Dead or Alive didn't have it until Dead or Alive 3, which was like, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was a snowstorm set in Dead or Alive 3. That was like 2002, I believe. Which,
Fight 2. Ready? Go!
I love how this game looks, dude.
Fight 3. Ready? Go!
Virtua Fighter 4 had Vanessa Lewis, my favorite, and this is the only Virtua Fighter game she's been in. You don't need to be like that, Splats. I know why you said that, but you have to remember why Vanessa Lewis was created as a character. Vanessa Lewis as a character was created to show off the insane lighting details of the character. How do you do that? You make a character has high musculature and is oiled up so that she's really shiny. So you can really see how crazy the lighting technology is for the game. Much like how Lei Fei here, and all of his monk robes, all of his flowing monk robes, he exists to show off the insane, the physics technology of Virtua Fighter 4.
Ready? Go!
But since Virtua Fighter 5 is on a new engine, they don't have to do those things anymore. So they edited the character designs respectively in order to change them. Like Lei Fei in Virtua Fighter 5 doesn't have these crazy long sleeves, right? He has the sash around his waist, but he doesn't have the crazy sleeves. Because again, the thing about Virtua Fighter 5 is it is lighting. It's not the cloth physics or the lighting. It's shadows. Shadows, and is one incredibly detailed character models, but also the crazy shadows that were going on in that game. And like wetness, like character, like Vanilla VF5 is the only one that does this. When your character falls into the water for a ring out, or if it's like raining outside, the characters get wet. And that's the reason why Vanessa, I know you don't like it, but that's the reason why Vanessa's her design was changed, because she would just look normal. If she was imported as she was in VF4, she wouldn't change at all to reflect the new graphical gimmick of the of VF5, which is like wetness.
Fight 2.
Let me show off Vanessa in VF4 so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, alright, hold on. Let me pull it up. Snowstorm Sage in DOA 3 where Ayane can pull up fatality against Akasumi under certain conditions. No, that's Dead or Alive 2. You think of Dead or Alive 2. Water physics. Well, this game is from 2000. Water physics. Well, I mean, water physics in general was like a big thing around game dev at this time. I don't think anything got better than Wave race, honestly. You know what actually has really impressive water physics is fucking Dead or Alive Extreme 2 with its jet ski minigame. But yeah, Vanessa looks like this in VF4 because the idea for this character is that she's like basically a bodybuilder. That's what the aesthetic of this character is bodybuilder. She's muscly as all hell. She's covered herself in bronzer, so you really get to. So she has like really I forget what it's called. Like the exposure is really high. It's actually it's a lot more subtle in the arcade version, honestly. She's super overexposed in the home port. Like she's like some of the lighting makes her look like she's made out of metal, honestly. It's a lot more subtle in this, honestly. But again, the thing behind Vanessa is that she has big muscle, and she's kind of designed as a bodybuilder. So how do you showcase lighting engine? Well, you make it so that she's super shiny, so that when she moves around, you get to see how the lighting, how the lighting gets. I forget the specific term for it. But how the lighting of the stage gets reflected off of Vanessa's skin. Like depending on the angle and the musculature, like it's to showcase the lighting of the Naomi 2 engine, of the Naomi 2 hardware, right? Much like how again Lei Fei was designed to show off the clothing physics of the Naomi 2. But if we go to Virtua Fighter 5, both characters have their designs changed. What was it called? It was the Lindbergh, right? Yeah, the Sega Lindbergh. Not Showdown. I want Vanilla VF5. On a Showdown. On a Showdown. Here we go. Virtua Fighter 5. Vanilla VF5. 2006, chat. Remember that. Right, Chips. The intro. Okay. When you look at this, I want you to remember that this game came out in 2006.
Let's see how many seconds you'll last. Are you ready for this?
So as you can see, the hair, it's a bit waxy. It's not as detailed as VF4. But again, it's not the point. Look at this fucking lighting, bro. Look at how the sun creates a rim light around her, dude. Pay close attention to the lighting of this game. The lighting and shadows. Because that was the big thing. Even like they even pan out the camera so you could see more of the stage. Bro, look at how. Bro, hold up. So they're fighting on. So you can see they're fighting on like a raft, right? A rope raft. Pay close attention to the raft. Look at how. Because they're fighting on logs, the characters' shadows, you can actually see them are going along the curves of the logs. Because that was the big thing, lighting and shadows. Look at that. Look at that. That's not a texture. Those are real fucking logs, bro.
Ring out. Fight 2.
Yeah. So yeah, the clothing and the hair physics take a small step back to VF4, but like, bro, look at the lighting, dude. Games didn't look like this in 2006, man. Even though this is an emulation and you can see it. Like, oh, look at this shit. Lighting and shadows will show the thing today, and it matters a lot, but goddamn it takes a year. That's because it's all ray traced. This isn't ray traced.
Try again in a few years.
Bro, look at how the light reflects off of Sarah's fucking bodysuit, man. Alright, here we go. Shun-Di, water stage. So. Oh. This is the Doral stage. Why are you fighting a Doral stage? Wait a minute. You're supposed to fight characters on their own stage. Or as you did in the home port. Okay, hold on. Let me get into a water stage. Blaze. Jackie stage, Jeffrey stage. Okay, here we go. So here's Shun stage on the river raft.
Fight one.
So they get.
Ready? Go.
So pay attention to what happens to the characters as they start to fight. Unless now I don't know if it only happens on a ring out or if it happens over time. I know that in the home port it happens over time, but maybe in the arcade version it only happens on a ring. But as the fight progressing, because they're on a raft, the characters will start to get wet.
Fight two. Ready? Go.
Is there a ring out that happens?
No,
No, it doesn't happen here. Okay, never mind. Okay, what about Jackie stage? Because Jackie takes place during a city while it's raining, and you definitely get to see it over there. No, that's not shown here. Okay, hold up. Let me check for a different one. Fighter 5, 2006. Virtua Fighter 5, 2008. 5R. That's PS3 version. Track mode? Maybe. Maybe it has a showcase of that here. Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? This will actually work too. Is the big thing about lighting about this. The intro actually does show it off actually pretty good here. I think this is the original. I think this is version 1. Like look at like the lighting. And every stage has its own unique lighting as well. And the shadows are super dark on this one too. I like it a lot. Yeah. So here's by the way. Now obviously this is a pre-rendered model, right? But like, bro, if Virtua Fighter 6 can end up looking like these models here, I think that would be another breakthrough for Virtua Fighter graphically. We'll see what happens, but like, in my mind, this right here is the goal for what VF6 should look like. Virtua Fighter is a tech demo series. It should always look like it's from the future. We'll see if all that Yakuza money, or rather all that Like a Dragon money that Sega has, could be put to work here. Is it gonna be shown off here? No, not really. Hot dog! Loud. It's the Brad! No, presenting the Brad Show. Yeah, Brad's an asshole, I love him. Funny thing is that actually Brad's fighting style changed a lot. Like over time he became more of a kickboxer, whereas in really specifically Vanilla VF5, he's really leaning hard on the Muay Thai thing. And this one's the old intro. You know, I'll let the intro play out. I'll let all of them play out. I do like the silhouettes of this one, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but no, graphically, the big thing about VF5 was lighting, shadows, and of course, character models. This characters have a bunch of different outfits. Yeah, the fucking Jotaro pose, by the way. The Jotaro. Although to be fair, the way this one is angled, he actually looks more like Terry. This is more like the stand up, which was also Jotaro's pose, but you know. And he does, and Go does the re. Ah, it's great. I love Sig. I love these nerds. He had outfit 4. Outfit 4, he does the fucking Dragon Ball Z key charge because his outfit is very clearly based on that. You can actually color it orange. I remember correctly, you can actually color it orange to make it actually look like Goku's gi. Although I guess on him it looks more like Krillin, but you can clearly see what they're going for here. This one takes itself a lot less seriously, obviously, as you can tell. Still here for the view? Well, I glad you hit it off because I'm about to end stream. Like I said, I don't want this to take too long, and I feel like 2 hours is long enough. I have some shit I have to do. Some shit I have to. Ow, loud. Yeah, some shit I have to do tomorrow. But again, I'm apprehensive about the new Virtua Fighter game. I'm hoping it's gonna be good. The combat animations, I guess I can play this in the background. I have faith that Virtua Fighter 6 will be good. Because, like, it looks good. I mean, obviously, this footage is, like, compressed to shit because it's a screen recording. But, a fucking Billy screen recording. But, like, even outside of that, like, the animations look fantastic in a way that I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen fighting animations this good since Tobal. I forgot you have a same string length, unlike some people. Bracket, me, close bracket. That depends. I tend to stream for around 4 to 6 hours. On average, 4 to 6. Sometimes I'll do a short one like this, which is like 2. But I am not against doing like 12-hour streams. I've done them before. I've done a couple of I know I've definitely done some 10-hour streams, and I definitely did a 12-hour stream when Mai was released for Street Fighter 6, and I could do that again easy. I wonder what it's gonna take to run on a PC. If I remember correctly, this Virtua Fighter 6 is going to be using the latest NVIDIA fucking whatever, so I am obviously not going to be able to run it. I might not be able to play this game until like 2030, man. But like again, so while these are playing, I want to bring close attention to. Can I slow this down? Let's see. Video. Basic? No. Play. Shift no. Shift. Okay, yeah. Okay, 25 speed, that works. Okay, so something while these fighting animations are being played out, I want people to take very close attention to. Let me get rid of this so that there's more screen to be scrun. Actually, what am I doing? Let me just make this bigger. Let me just do that. Okay. So while these fights are being played out, I want you to pay very close attention to the way the characters not fight, but pay close attention to impact, right? And this is something that a lot of fighting games really struggle with. And it's why I specifically said these fighting game animations are as good as Tobal. Am I playing it? It's not playing, hold up. Like look at how Cielo's arms move when he's blocking Pi strikes. And this is actually another thing that Virtua Fighter 5 did really well, is that when characters block attacks, there is special care that every type of attack has its own block animation. But for this one, it seems that characters have multiple block animations for certain moves, which makes the animation look very fluid, dynamic, makes it look a lot like old kung fu movies, which is why I was happy about the motion test trailer was just a fight scene taken from I think it was from a Jackie Chan movie, because that is always what, more than any other game, Virtua Fighter tried to emulate the feeling of playing a 70s/60s kung fu movie. And even this far ahead, even this much later, Sega still understood that. They haven't transitioned into shonen battle manga like Tekken did. Like, pay close attention to the impact. Like, yeah, look at the way how characters' arms move when they block stuff, and how, like, there's I forget the term for it, but like you can see, or rather, characters when attacking have a sense of collision, which again, and I don't mean like the character getting hit. I mean like when the attacking character lands an attack, you can feel the slight, you can see the collision in the animation. Like they somehow managed to mocap these people doing their attacks like on heavy bags or something. Like you can feel you can see in animation, like there's this feeling of collision when an attack lands. And fighting games don't really do that, because when you're doing motion capture, right? You can't have another object in the frame because the way how motion capture works, it obscures the little balls that are on the mocap suit. So I don't know what the fuck Sega's cooking. Like maybe the collision is like hand animated or something. I'd believe that. It looks so fucking good. It looks so good, bro. Because one problem that I had for Virtua Fighter for a long time, as the series got more and more interest, one thing I complained about Virtua Fighter, and to be fair, every game has this, but it was most evident with Virtua Fighter in that you can clearly tell when some animations were made, because it's using assets, which is smart. It's very smart, by the way. But you can clearly tell which assets come from Virtua Fighter 1 and which assets come from Virtua Fighter. Like, you can date it by specific games even. Like, you can tell, oh, this is animation from Virtua Fighter 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They all have their own specific, like, tells for when animations came out. And it looks like for this one, like, Sega are reanimating fucking everything. Like, all the animations are being made from scratch. Or at least the old ones are being heavily altered. I don't like the screen shake though. They could probably tone down the screen shake though. Mocap. That one's the most obvious mocap. But he's a wrestler, it makes sense. Throws, I don't care about throws. I'm talking about like the striking animations of what I'm trying to focus on right now. Yeah, oh yeah, this one. Like, pay close attention to Pai's arms and how they move when she's blocking Cielo's strikes. Pay close attention to this. Let me even Mm-mm. Like she's redirecting his strikes, bro. It's so fucking cool. And okay, to be fair, this one is probably just me. I might just be seeing things where I want to, but it even looks like outside of the animation applied using deflects, it looks like to me that she's actually deflecting Cielo's strikes when she blocks an attack. Like there's actually a little bit of extra animation that of a Cielo's hands being moved slightly out of the way. Now to be fair, I could just be seeing things. I could be seeing things that I want to see. But that's what I'm looking at. I'll know for sure when the trailer releases. I don't know when it's going to show up though. Maybe when is this footage going to be released? Like TGS maybe? Because I highly doubt that it would be for like Combo Breaker. That makes no fucking sense. It has to be for like in my mind, a big Japan event because Virtua Fighter is Japan's game. Again, when I talk about regional games with regional player bases, Street Fighter is worldwide, but I play that it's like the main hub is still Japan due to how insanely popular Street Fighter 6 is. But like Japan never stopped playing Virtua Fighter. Throw, I don't care. Throws, I don't really care. That looks alright though. I'm trying to keep an eye out for a collision. Like, see if I'm just imagining it. Like, I'm trying to analyze, like, the exact point of impact which these strikes make to see if there's, like, a little bit of, like, you know what I mean? That's part of the animation I'm trying to... Bro, don't care. Oh, that's the end of it? Okay, never mind. Okay, so... Actually, you know what? I talked about Tobal. Let me boot up Tobal for a little bit, just to give you an idea of what I mean when I talk about stuff like this. King of Fighters numero uno in South America. That is true. No, KOF is huge in like Mexico and Brazil. Absolutely massive. Like it's not a second religion like Dragon Ball Z is down there, but like KOF is really big. Okay, where's my Vita? Here's my Vita. Okay. Okay, where is my Vita? It's my Elgato. Okay, there we go. You know what? I'll put it in widescreen, even though it's gonna stretch the resolution and make it look like ass. But if I'm just gonna be showing off like basic animations, I don't have to worry about aspect resolution so much. Hold up a second. Okay, where's my DualShock 4? So that I could put this down. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, damn it. That's not gonna work. I have to reset my Vita. Yeah, I know that when I plug my Vita into my computer and it starts trying to like actually connect to it, that's how I know I have to reset it. Unless, okay, never mind. Sick, all right. It didn't go through. Nice. Okay. All right. 2 tap. There we go. Now this is gonna look ugly to me, but I will put up with it just to show some stuff off. Tobal, Tobal, Tobal. Okay. Adrenaline in my soul, something Cody Rhodes. Yeah, I don't pay attention to wrestling anymore. That reference is flying way over my head. Raining. Can I get a different background? Can I pick background from training mode? Like a brighter stage so that it's easier to see stuff? No, I can't. Okay, hold on. Title screen, options, replay. Replay match. I guess I could put up a match first. These don't show the stage. Share this one. Tobal. These two games had. Damn it. No. I'm gonna start here, because the replays save the stage that they were saved. Okay, this one works. You know, I'll let the fight play out. It's only gonna play the one round, just to get a feel for how the game looks in motion. Looks amazing, by the way. Bro, I can have an entire stream talking about how ahead of its time Tobal is. Okay. So, stage is preloaded. So now when I go to training mode, get nice practice. Okay, so one hit guard, which so if I do it one attack, and if I do it again, oh, that's pretty fast. I guess it's for combos actually. Okay, that'll work. Okay, I need to fix it. Okay. That's too slow. Oh, that's too far, actually. Okay, that works. So, sweep, right? Nice big low sweep, right? But notice that when he blocks, he doesn't spin all the way through. He stops in the middle of it and then resets his position. Now, fighting games, modern 3D fighting games tend to have those kinds of custom animations for block moves for like really big stuff. But for Tobal, it's every attack in the game. Every attack game has a different animation depending on whether or not whether the attack hit or was blocked. It's so fucking sick, bro. Okay, never mind. But it is a lot more you think of. Actually, yeah, I like this one too, right? Yeah, that one. I love this stuff, dude. Wait, can I get... Oh! I didn't know that, actually. I wonder if that's... Ooh, tripping, yep. Okay, so when it's blocked, actually this just frame window is shorter. Actually, looks like it's 1 frame when it's blocked. Can't block back, so. Huh. Okay, well I need to. Let me see if I can find it. There is one specific fight that I just want to show off every time I play Tobal. I watch every single time. I think I posted on the Discord too. It was, I think, Chuchi and Il, I think? Was it this one? I think it was this one. No, it wasn't this one. It was this set, but not this match during the set. I'm just gonna watch a random one. I never saw this.
Ready? Fight!
Shame that it doesn't play the music for this ebook. The music in this game is fucking fantastic. Oh, he missed the just frame! He missed the just frame. Oh, he's really going for it. Nice counter. I need to have a stream where I just talk about Tobal. Dungeon Explorer mode. Yes. This game was directed by Seiichi Ishii. After he already was the battle director for Virtua Fighter 1 and Tekken's 1 and 2, he got headhunted again by Sega and was given enough money to start his own studio called Dream Factory, in which he would have make Tobal 1 and 2, Ergites, and I think I'm obviously Bouncer, right? But I think I'm trying to remember if Crimson Tears was on the Dream Factory. I don't remember. Dream Factory, Johnny Appleseed EX, Fighting Beauty Wulong, Kakuto Chojin. But anyway, Seiichi Ishii really loves okay. Seiichi Ishii absolutely loves like the beat 'em up mode, like the dungeon mode, where you're playing as a fighting game character, but you have access to your entire move list. You know, the thing that Tekken Force tried to copy. Basically that. Like, Seiichi Ishii loves that shit. And I really hope that Harada pulls Seiichi Ishii out of retirement to work with SNK to make something. Because as he is right now, Seiichi Ishii is with Keiji Inafune making some fucking... I think he's making some Web3 bullshit, but I want Seiichi Ishii back in a fighting game, man. It would be so fucking sick. And it would sell 0 copies, but it would be the coolest thing in the world. Anyway, that's enough out of me. I'm off. Who's streaming? I mean, okay. I was about to say who's streaming. It's probably Edit. Edit's always streaming. That I don't think he ever fucking sleeps. Oh, fuck! He's not streaming. Wait, he's going to be. Never wait. He's going to be streaming in 6 minutes. So he's not. So he will be streaming in 6 minutes. Playing Hangover Gallery. I mean, I guess I could have it. I guess I could have it on stream. It's fine. Hold up. Yeah. Oh, Sekigama streaming. So up we have here. I mean, I might as well just copy the links. Copy URL. So this one's edit. Now, hopefully this will work. Please work for the love of God. I sent a link through Caster Labs. I'm hoping that it works. Nice! Okay. So let's edit. And for some actual live...
Motherfucker's getting chainsawed.
Roy in here. Playing Doom.
That man only got chainsawed because he had a shield.
It's Ryan. And here we have Sekigama.
Any idea how little that narrows it down?
Yeah, about 2 hours into, he's just getting started.
Oh god.
Sekigama also
just
streams.
Like, hey guys, we
at
should
insane
totally
hours.
just like normalize destroying one of the base tenets of fucking VTubing. That thing that VTuber fans are getting more and more sick of having like be a problem. Like, yeah. It's like I fucking tweeted the other day. Hey, fucknut. Guess what? That selfie you posted? Congratulations. Right. You don't know how much information you just gave everyone. People were able to find a house based on the sounds outside and the light on the wall. Your fucking selfie is so...
Alright, so there's those 3 dipshits. What song should I send out with? Ugh. Well, I brought up Tobal, might as well bring up a Tobal song, right? Night, Choco. Why did I say that? Night, Malone. This one. Alright, so it's the end of me. I've been Choco Minato, famous forgetful fighting fanatic. I've been Choco Minato, famous forgetful fighting fanatic, reminding you The time is the only currency that you cannot refund. So anybody that spent your time here, an hour, a minute, a second, I don't care how long, I want to tell you thanks. I appreciate it. And don't cash out too early. And maybe look for some better investments. No, I don't want to play that one. I want to play this one.